Chiefs, most targets and most wide receiver targets vacated. We said the Packers had the second most available air yards. These guys are third. MVS, of course, from the Packers, maybe filling some of that void. What do you think is going to happen with the Chiefs?
Another tough one to decipher here. The big difference is, of course, we have Kelce, who 150 targets, lock him in for that, maybe even more at this point. Whereas Green Bay has no kind of standover of that nature on the roster. So we already know the target leader on this team. It's Travis Kelce. But how is it going to trickle down among the wide receiver core behind him? That's a huge guess. I really do like Sky Moore, the rookie they drafted. I think long-term, he's going to be a really nice fit here. 4.41 speed, not bad. But really the big thing with him was just sure hands and sure routes. So very NFL-ready type of prospect that a lot of the teams, the Bills, and these offenses you really respect seem to be coveting. He did fall to them, so who knows? Maybe there was a lot of buzz and hype that just was unwarranted. But to me, he seems like a great slot receiver. But that's the tricky part of projecting this receiver core is Juju Smith-Schuster is also a very nice slot receiver who, to me, is my favorite guy of the wide receiver core. Wide receiver 16, wide receiver 9, wide receiver 18, so top 20 in 3 of his 5 seasons. One of those was injury destroyed. He did have a weird random bust after, again, a top 10 receiver season. He fell to like wide receiver 39. So I don't know what really happened in 2019. Maybe Juju has kind of fallen off a little bit of a cliff, but I don't want to judge him for last year because he was hurt. He was playing with the worst quarterback in the NFL potentially in Big Ben. I've seen Established the Run, one of my favorite sites. Mike Leon compared Juju to the next Cooper Kupp, given that he has nice routes, good smooth hands, not this freakish athlete, but a guy that just really could benefit from a huge injection of QB talent. Maybe Juju, that could be the case. So either way, that's my number one wide receiver pick on here is Juju as the established veteran. MVS did get a whole lot more money, though, and not that chasing money will lead to fantasy points, but MVS got the money as like the clear number one receiver in this core. He has the deep speed, 4.33, replacing that Tyreek Hill, the third most air yards, as you alluded to. If anyone's going to fill that deep role, it's probably MVS. The last wild card could be Mecole Hardman, who, if there's anybody that's going to do it all, like go in the backfield and do all the unique stuff they did with Tyreek Hill, Mecole Hardman would be the naturalist slide in, but we've also just seen him do nothing in his NFL career so far. He had a great rookie touchdown rate and has done nothing ever since then. But there's tons of upside where that guy's going because he is the most natural Tyreek Hill type of replacement. So it's similar like Allen Lazard and a lot of these guys like that. Just, I don't mind coming out of my drafts with 3 Chiefs receivers and 3 Packers receivers because if I have the number one of either of those offenses at the prices they're going for, they're going to blow up. And then I can cut the other 2 or whatever. I'll blow the roster spots. I'll blow the draft capital trying to find it. Of course, it kills you if you get like you take 3 and then the one other guy you didn't take blows up.
I was going to say, I don't love that strategy because, I mean, I think that only works if there is an established top guy. Like if it ends, like if one guy ends up being the clear wide receiver one, like if you end up with 2 guys who are like pretty good, like, that's not great. It wouldn't be worth it. Right. It's got to fall a certain way. So I'm not trying to draft 6 Packers and Chiefs receivers.
I get with you. If it's one or the other team, I think the Packers is the one I would go after more just because there's no Kelce there. We know Kelce's the number one guy in Kansas City. So I do think somebody's going to emerge for Aaron Rodgers as a 1,000-yard, 8 to 10 touchdown.
I agree.
Whereas the Chiefs, rather, a lot of these like slot style receivers nibbling at each other's cheese. Like I don't know that I need to go all in on them, but I would rank them Juju, then Sky Moore. Something in my gut just tells me Mecole Hardman's going to have himself an okay day. Like I really think Mecole Hardman could rebound. I've been on his train before. I'm willing, especially at the price, to take another late stab.
All right, fair enough.
What is up, you fantasy wolf? Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, share your thoughts in the comments, check out some more videos, and join the newest Wolfpack by subscribing below.